Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Before we get into it, there are two things I really just want to talk about very quickly. The first thing is that if you are a regular to the channel, you will know that it's been a while since my last upload. The reason for this is primarily that the audio was just seemingly cutting out in a lot of the videos, which was quite weird, so it took a while to just fix that, and also I felt really unmotivated to make a video because of that, and the issues that the fact that I hadn't fixed it, and I didn't want to go back to using my shitty mic. So there's that. And then the other big of news, this is bigger news, this is massive news for everyone who knows me. Marble of Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks Gaming has signed to do another season, which is big for LGL and the development of LGL talent. For those that don't know, he is arguably the best young AD carry in Japan. And so the fact that he's playing another season with Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks is big. Hopefully he can continue to develop and maybe he'll get a big break soon, whether that be for DFM or whether that be international. I doubt it'll be international anytime soon because I don't think many people watch the LGL internationally. But yeah, I guess there's another piece of news as well. I hope to get some regular uploads soon. Hopefully Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays regularly we'll be recording, and then we'll see when those get uploaded depending on when I can edit. But we'll see, because you guys know I'm in regular AF. Anyway, let's get into the video, talking about TL's incredibly American roster, and why I don't think it's going to reach any of its goals. The first thing to identify with this team is, like, what are the goals? TL are normally looking to dominate the LCS in some sense, like whether that be making worlds, winning a split, winning both splits, whatever. They're looking to do something big within as far as the league's concerned. And I think you can still clarify that that's their aim even without, like, looking into what anything as TL Steve said. Like, they've got Summit, Pyosik, and CoolJJ, and like CoolJJ is still held as being one of the best supports in the world. I definitely think he's still one of the best supports in the world. Summit obviously is a big statement signing, even if he did get figured out, and we'll talk about a bit more about that later. And then Pyosik, obviously he's a world champion, so him getting signed is obviously a big thing. And here, Harry, or you know, Harry is obviously him and Yeon are new academy promotees, so they'll be rookies. But I don't think you can really see that as an excuse for not aiming for the same thing when you've still got Summit and Pyosik in the team, coming into the team. I think the three senior players should definitely be looking to win no matter what. I guess obviously the fact that the two academy players are playing mid and ADC is like some level of excuse, because obviously those are critical roles within the team, but I don't think that's too much of an issue. But the reason let's talk about the reason I don't think they'll make world. The reason for this actually has nothing to do with the rookies, but instead to do with the more experienced players, and I guess the way in which LCS tends to play as well to a degree. Summit has shown that he can only play in one style, and that once this gets countered, even in a league that's like seen as weak for major regions like the LCS, he still like sort of falls flat. There is a big but, kind of like my dump truck, that comes with this. Obviously we saw that he was still very solid in LPL in the summer split, and the reason he struggled in the LCS was much more to do with the issues that C9 had and their reliance on him and their inability to sort of adapt once he got countered, or once they worked out how to counter his plays anyway. Pyosik could obviously help to alleviate this to some degree, because obviously I think Pyosik is going to have a better idea of how to play around this sort of styles. It's more common in Korea and China. Obviously Pyosik's just being Korean, and he's just a stronger jungler anyway than Blabber. But Pyosik is like, his form is really on and off, and there are times when Twitch chat's spamming Pyosik and you just see he's not playing very well, which could be a serious issue, especially when playing alongside someone like Summit. CoolJJ obviously is a very solid support player, but we saw when he was playing with Hans Summer that he's not really willing to adapt. Obviously with Yeon coming up through the TL Academy and being a rookie, you'll expect that he'll be the one forced to adapt, but that could obviously create a greater number of issues. Or you expect that he plays in the playstyle fitted around TL, because that's what you should be using your academy to do, so that when you promote your academy players, they're actually decent in your first team. But I genuinely don't know. I don't watch much of LCS Academy, because I'd much rather watch LJL, or LCK, LPL, LEC, LCS, even VCS, PCS. Like, there's lots of leagues. I'd even watch LCL over LCS Academy, honestly, because at least they're trying to qualify for something. They're not just winning prize money. So I don't know. I think that could be a very interesting dynamic in the bot lane. But I don't think it's good. I don't think that's going to be the main issue. I think Summit, and whether Summit can continue to be effective, is something that's going to be really worth watching. To conclude, I think TL will be competitive and playing the top LCS teams. I don't think they will be, but I don't know. When I wrote like the idea about this down the first time, I was like, I don't think they'll be able to qualify for Worlds. I just think they'll fall apart in some way. But then again, like, I think they should, because despite their lack of experience in mid and bot lanes, and the lack of a guaranteed consistent jungler and top laner, and they're being their two main experienced carries, I still think they have enough potential to make it. I think whilst the SES is looking a lot better this year, I don't know, we'll see. There's also a potential that Summit and Pyosik have come for the check a bit. Summit, I don't think so. We've seen that he can play in LCS. You've seen his desire in LCS. But obviously we don't know about that. The same thing about Pyosik, so we'll see. In all honesty though, the thing I hope for most is that Harry and Yon pop off, or Harry and Yon pop off, because it'd be great to see some new rookie talent, even if they are playing in LCS. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. The next video will be on Fnatic's rumoured roster and why I hate it. See ya.